So far, no one has shown any interest in buying this land. Current manager Eric Brazique has some comforting words about the future of this iconic place. While it may seem like fun and games, these kids have learned a lot with building, mathematics, engineering, and creativity. For some people, hockey is a cold and dangerous sport. But for Scott and his family, it was a tradition. With the idea of warm weather all over the country, it's no wonder that kids and adults are anxious to go outside and play. Since its debut in 2001, this exhibit has taken place all over New York State, but this is the first time that it's taken place here at City Hall. Students here get a hands-on experience for making news programs. They'll do stuff like stand-ups and anchoring and all sorts of jobs here. Will this prepare them for the real world? Potholes can be found all over the capital region after our long winter season. Potholes are usually formed when the moisture in the blacktop cracks. So when a vehicle, like a snowplow, moves along the streets, the tires can pick up some of the cracked blacktop and make a hole. These holes can be dangerous because if left unattended or fixed, they will grow bigger and deeper. This is a problem because people can drive their cars over them, and the bigger the hole, the more damage can be done to a car or even a person's life. To report any pothole, call 1-800-768-4653, as it says on the New York State Department of Transportation's official website.
Being Canadian, it's the sport of our country.
Wedgwood started playing hockey as a little boy in Ontario, and he still continued to play when he came to America when he was 15 years old. Although he was playing a sport, Wedgwood said that his body weight was a challenge he had to face.
Growing up, I wasn't always the best shaped kid, so eating habits and things like that were something that I really I'm still struggling with and trying to get on top of.
On the ice, it may seem he's only blocking goals, but it can get brutal during a game.
Maybe pucks off the head or the throat.
For some people, hockey is a cold and dangerous sport. But for Scott and his family, it was a tradition.
The family's really into it, relatives and whatnot.
Wedgwood's father and brothers played hockey when they were boys, so you could say hockey was a big part of the Wedgwood family.
For me to be able to do what I'm doing is special for myself just as much as for my family.
While it's his job to stop other people from scoring goals, Wedgwood doesn't want to stop his own. In Albany, Stephen Simmons, NSRT News. Memorial Day. For some, a day to remind them that summer is drawing near. For the people in Albany, a time to remember. The Albany Annual Memorial Day Parade. A time to remember the lives of the men and women who have served in our military. These people have put their lives on the line during war so we could live independently. People who come to watch the parade either wear red, white, and blue, or just have an American flag to wave to the veterans. The parade consists of marching bands from many different Albany schools, fire trucks, motorcycles, police officers, and veterans from different posts all over the capital region. The parade started on Central Ave and Partridge Street and continued east. It's a good way not only to remember, but to celebrate the people who kept America safe and are still keeping it safe.
bring your kids here, and everyone used to come here as kids.
Hoffman's Playland has given families a fun place to go since 1952. The park is well known for having classic rides like the Ferris wheel, the Tilt-A-Whirl, and many other old-fashioned rides and games.
Has a little bit more rides and another amusement park I went to.
But that is not the only reason people have been coming for the last 61 years.
It's family owned, the friendly staff, everybody's extremely nice, and there's not too many places like this in the area. It's just, it's been my place to work for the last 8 years, and it's fantastic.
It was announced that owners David and Ruth Hoffman have plans to retire after operating it for over 40 years. So far, no one has shown any interest in buying this land. Current manager Eric Brazique has some comforting words about the future of this iconic place.
One day we'll close, but contrary to belief what people have read or saw in the news, that's not going to happen anytime soon.
So, anyone who wants to relive their childhood, or anyone who wants to check this place out, has the opportunity. At Hoffman's Playland in Latham, for NSRT News, I'm Stephen Simmons. The Schuyler Mansion turned into the Schuyler Farm this past Saturday. Farm Day in the City, a way to show people of this century how farming occurred years ago. There were sheep, oxes, chickens, goats, border collies, and ponies. People could go and feed some of the animals, and children got the chance to ride a pony. There were also demonstrations on how a border collie can herd animals, how a sheep gets sheared, and even about the jobs of an ox. Live music and a demonstration of each instrument was provided by Katie Boardman of First Frost Traditions. There were also vendors selling products like soaps and cleaners made from goat's milk and auctioning homegrown plants. People who attended also had the opportunity to have a guided tour of the mansion itself. This event really showed people how much farmers have, and in some cases still, contribute to the foods and products we use every day.